I was a wild young thing who thought I could do absolutely anything because I got told by my parents that I was a smart girl who could do what I wanted, and they more had in mind a couple of doctorates and cure cancer, but I thought it would be way more fun to go out into the woods and learn how to grow food. So we were in the teepee and cutting the firewood with a Swede saw, and I overworked my arm and my elbow was really compromised. I was running around with it in a little sling, felt like a broken little wing. So we went to the city, and the surgeon thought that, or the doctor, which he thought that I would need surgery in the springtime, and that didn't make much sense to me. It was December, we'd freeze to death. So I went into the bookstore, and there was the book Shiatsu, and it had tennis elbow. And so basically this book just said press here, press here, press here. And it hurt. And then it quit hurting. So in 2 days I was out of the sling, and in 2 weeks I was back to work. Well, what's the message? This is not rocket science. How many people go through miserable times because they hurt? Well, really, you don't have to, probably. And you don't need to cut it up, and you don't need to take a pill. You can remodel the living flesh by putting your hands on it and encouraging the electrical flow that's inherent with us.
Now in the street there is violence, and then a lot of work to be done. No place to hang out the washing, and then I can't blame all on the sun. Oh no, we're gonna rock down to Electric Avenue, and then we take it higher. Oh, we're gonna rock down to Electric Avenue, and then we take it higher. Working so hard like a soldier, can't afford a thing.
Okay, well, here's my mission. Now that I see how the world's going, I would really like to show as many people as possible how easy it is to do acupressure and how quickly you can relieve really a lot of physical ailments, especially if you catch it when you first see it coming on. It is totally not rocket science. It's a really simple system that anybody could use if they wanted to. And I don't know how much it's ever been presented that way, but that's what I want to do. Our body is built as a tensional integrity unit. Tensegrity, that's Buckminster Fuller's word for the dome. It basically means that we're not a post and beam structure holding ourselves up. We are soft tissue that's being pushed apart by bones that keeps its structural integrity because something's pulling here, opposing something that's pulling here. So you've got that dynamic opposition, and that's what creates both resting poise and movement. So basically electricity, which is chi, has got everything to do with the tensional integrity of our body. And that's why when we get tweaky twisty, it's always because something's too tight on one side and too weak on the other. And so the channels all have points that if you want to tighten it up, hit here. If you want to loosen it up, hit here. And it's totally palpable. I can easily make a decision to do that, go to the right points, and feel it under my hands. Our hands are really sensitive. We can do a lot with them. When you stimulate a point that's sore, at first it's really sore. So if something is too tight, you want to go against the direction of the channel, and if it's too loose, you want to go with the direction of the channel. You're cultivating, you're giving it more chi. It's a great expression I heard was, you insert a bolus of energy. And I can totally feel this stuff. My hands are great instruments, and anybody could feel this. And I've got real sensitive ones, of course. I've been doing this for 45 years. With my hands, I got such sensitive hands. I can touch here and then say, oh, gee, this is this. I need to go to this point over here. And I go, diddly, and I can feel it. I can make a manipulation on the toe while I'm having my hand on your jaw, and I'll feel the jaw melt under my hand because I'm manipulating your toe. Well, that is fun. That's really a lot of good. I don't get out much, but that's my idea of a good time. When you're talking to somebody about what's deeply in your heart, and especially if it's a problem, and that person has their hands on a part of your body where that problem is being stored, it really somehow seems to move through. When I've trained the different people, lots of times when I get right on an acupoint, I'll jump, because the stored up charge behind the point that's not flowing smoothly, I believe, comes into my body, goes right into my densest fascia, which is all around the spinal column. And the most common thing is I'll shake my head. Or sometimes when I get on a point that's really charged up, my bicycle running, or my foot will stomp or something. So basically that's a discharge of their electricity into me. And I would like to find out, as I teach more people, with how many people feel that. I've seen so many times that somebody comes in with an issue or a problem, and just through my hands working with their inherent pattern, it goes away. And there's a lot of internal stuff too. We talked about digestion. That's really very easy to influence with acupressure. And the simple things like constipation and diarrhea, well, there's a lot you can do. You could, if people were to learn at home, and then, okay, the thing that happens when a point goes off, it really hurts. It makes it really easy to find and really easy to tell when it doesn't hurt anymore. You know? That's the thing. We're given so many clues. Our body just gives us the clues. So if we know what to do, that's empowerment.
It's electric.
And I'll teach you, teach you, teach you.